Welcome back to the channel. Today, we dive into the gripping story of Judy Malinowski, a survivor whose fight for justice and the passage of Judy's Law has made a significant impact. Stay tuned as we explore her courageous journey and the ongoing efforts of her daughters to protect others. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our latest videos. Let's get started. This footage holds a deeply troubling secret. It exposes the true cause behind the woman's fiery incident at the Speedway gas station. Moments before, a black pickup truck speeds into the parking lot, and a man in a red sweater angrily exits the vehicle. Observe the woman in the shadows on the left as the man approaches her. They appear to be arguing before she steps back and throws a soda at him. The video continues for several minutes, eventually capturing the man pouring a liquid over her. Pay close attention to what follows. The man claims he merely leaned in to light a cigarette for her and insists it was an accident. However, note how he slowly retreats as she bursts into flames, displaying no sign of shock or fear. The grim reality is that she is not his first victim. The man has evaded capture for years, and she might be the only one who can bring him to justice. For now, her survival remains uncertain.
I got that phone call. Are you Judy Malinowski's mom? And I remember thinking, what a strange question. And they said, this was the hospital and we have your daughter, that I should come now.
On August 2nd, 2015 at 5:08 p.m., 31-year-old Judy Malinowski was at a Speedway gas station in Columbus, Ohio, with her then-boyfriend, Michael Slager. Judy was doused in gasoline and set ablaze. Within minutes, she was rushed to the Ohio University Wexner Medical Center, where she fell into a coma.
I've seen plenty of burns to her degree. I can't say I've seen many that have survived.
Judy was my firstborn. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was the happiest time of my life. And she was just my best friend.
Judy's mother is unaware of the full extent of her daughter's condition, only that she was severely burned and required life support. Upon arriving at the hospital, she is escorted to the trauma bay by a nurse. However, as they navigate to Judy's bed, Bonnie accidentally takes a wrong turn.
I went past Michael's room. I went in there and I was like, Michael, where is Judy? I'll never forget it. He looked at me and he said, it was an accident, it was an accident.
Bonnie can't comprehend why police officers are surrounding Michael's bed. Just as she's about to ask, an officer ushers her out of the room. When she finally reaches Judy's side, nothing can brace her for the state her daughter is in.
All I can remember is I just started screaming, tell me there's hope, tell me there's hope, tell me there's hope. And they wouldn't tell me there was hope. They wouldn't say anything.
31-year-old Judy Malinowski has suffered burns covering over 80% of her body, leaving her unrecognizable.
We have an equation which is based on the patient's age and percent burn. In Judy's case, she was 31 and approximately 80% burned, so that made her like 110% mortality.
As Judy lies in a coma, clinging to life, Michael Slager sits nearby on a bench with burns on his hands. His account to the police raises doubts about the true events. According to Michael, Judy had accidentally spilled gasoline on herself while filling the truck, and he tried to light a cigarette for her, which is when she ignited. His version of events suggests it was an accident, and without Judy's perspective, Michael seems to the investigators to be innocent.
We were concerned with Judy passing and us not getting anything on the record. I wanted Judy's voice to be heard as quickly as possible. Doctors and nurses are looking at you like, do you want to bring this person out of sedation?
Judy, can you hear me?
At the request of the investigators, Judy is awakened from her artificial coma, which will subject her to pain once more.
Are you hurting right now? All right. Would you mind if someone asked you a couple questions about what happened? Stay calm, Jude. Stay calm, baby.
I remember leaning in to talk to her. I don't even know if she can hear me.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Judy, did you spill gas on yourself?
Did Mike spill gas on you? Yes. Yes. Okay.
Judy nods twice, indicating that she can hear and comprehend those around her. With this confirmation, the police now have the information necessary to advance their investigation.
The police said that they were going to arrest Michael. I didn't understand.
So what, am I under arrest or something?
Right now, yeah, you are under arrest.
What am I being charged with?
You're going to be charged with felonious assault and aggravated arson.
What Michael Slager is about to discover is that the police have obtained crucial evidence. The entire incident was captured by a nearby ATM camera, and the investigators have reviewed the footage.
Speak directly to Mike, okay? So we saw exactly what happened. We saw you pour gasoline over the top of her head. She stumbles to the ground. You lean over and light her on fire. We saw what happened. We know what happened.
That's not the way it looks. We're arguing. She threw pop on my face, and then we was going back and forth with it. And she come in and hit my face, and I said, "Oh, we're here. You want to ruin my stuff?" I said, "Here, boom, I'm gonna ruin your clothes." It wasn't to start her on fire or nothing. You know what I mean? It was just to ruin her clothes.
Right, yeah. So we knew right away that he had lied to us.
He had made several statements about how the gasoline got on Judy. And then he developed from there. Okay, I panicked, I lied about that, I shouldn't have. But she took her sweatshirt off, and it didn't even occur to me that there would still be gas there.
Here's my attorney.
In this case, where I thought that there was some doubt, was to whether he knowingly caused serious physical harm.
But I still have trouble understanding that someone could do that to another human being.
While Michael is assisted by his attorney, doctors are working tirelessly to save Judy. Typically, burn victims with injuries like hers don't survive beyond a few days. But month after month, Judy clings to life, enduring numerous surgeries while remaining unconscious. Her mother is left in uncertainty, unsure if Judy will ever awaken. According to her mother, Judy always dreamed of a simple life, having 2 children and sharing a home with a loving husband. At 21, Judy became a mother, but she was still waiting for that loving partner to complete her family.
When I was a little kid, I would look at my mom, and I just want to grow up and be like her.
People can just say, like, I love you, not always mean it. But for my mom, like, I always knew that she, like, actually loved me.
We were playing the delay game. It sounds terrible, but we were basically waiting for Judy to die so that we could charge Mr. Slager with the homicide. And we got a call one day that she was awake.
Defying the odds, Judy wakes up from her coma, but she is confused and terrified, with no recollection of what happened after the fire.
I'm going to start by asking you your name.
Judy Malinowski.
Do you know how many surgeries you've had?
Over 50.
And you're aware that you have coded 7 times, correct?
Yes.
You understand the prognosis is not good, correct?
No.
But you're fighting against it, right?
Yes.
It had to be explained to her that Mr. Slager was in jail. I remember her being emotional about that. She actually felt bad for Mike at that point.
Though Judy is worried about Michael, she is also deeply afraid of what he might be capable of. Unbeknownst to her, Michael has shown no remorse or concern for her well-being. Just 4 months prior, in April 2015, he was declaring his love for her.
Mike sent me a message on Facebook. Said that he had always had feelings for me and that he loved me.
I was like, he looks like bad news, Judy. She said, Mom, you can't judge a book by their cover. And I thought, okay, back off, Bonnie.
Although Judy met Michael through a group of friends, she had no true understanding of who he really was.
He has theft, domestic violence, menacing, aggravated menacing, making a false police report, domestic violence, aggravated menacing, assault, aggravated menacing, domestic violence, assault, domestic violence, assault, domestic violence, endangering children, domestic violence, endangering children, rape, which was, I think, pled down to a sexual battery.
So he began to, I would say, dote her, like just messaging her and just everything I guess a girl wants to read, especially, you know, where Judy was in her life.
Did you have a diagnosis and a surgical procedure when you were 27 years old?
Yes, ovarian cancer.
Okay, thank you. And you had some complications as a result of that surgery, correct?
Yes. I was placed on very strong painkillers. I got addicted to them.
And she had told me, Mom, I'm getting addicted to this pain medicine. And I said, Judy, it's fine. Just take them as the doctor prescribes them. I realized that she was a binge user, and she would go and use and self-medicate whatever she needed.
In the months following her surgery, Judy begins to struggle with addiction. Realizing that her behavior is negatively affecting her children, she loses trust in her ability to care for them. Consequently, she sends her 2 daughters to live with their grandmother, Bonnie, while she checks into a rehab facility called Parkside. Determined to recover for her daughter's sake, Judy soon regains her sobriety.
And she was going to meetings, like 3, 4, 5 meetings a week. They got her on the right track, and now she's living with the girls.
She was doing the best she had ever done. Everything went downhill when Michael came into the picture.
That's when drugs and all that came into play. He bought her drugs, she relapsed, so he had complete control over her.
I don't think that Michael ever did drugs. He definitely preyed on women that had addiction problems.
In the ensuing months, Judy learns the harsh reality of Michael Slager's true nature as he begins to physically abuse her. Despite her efforts to leave and escape, Michael consistently finds ways to pull her back.
Judy had called me when he had choked her before, and I can remember her being so scared of him.
She hid in hotels, left her own home.
Throughout the relationship, Judy repeatedly calls the police, reporting abuse by her boyfriend. Unbeknownst to her, Michael is also calling the authorities each time an incident occurs, portraying himself as a concerned boyfriend and covering up his own actions.
He knows what he's doing. He's intelligent, he's calculated.